Okay, this is GamerBlave and we're back with True Remembrance. And if you missed the last video, then, well, we got to know Elia a little bit more. And we found out that, well, she is about to undergo her Mnemonicide Protocol, or Mnemonicide Protocol, and a couple of things we found out about it is not only do you have the memories erased that are the particular sad memories, but you have the memories of your treatment erased. And in addition to that, you have those memories replaced with a long trip that you went on yourself. Or I guess in the case of someone who had one of these short stays, I guess you have it replaced with a short trip, which is kind of interesting. And I talked about that a little bit in the last video, how I thought that was interesting that they would do that to everyone who did it. You know, I would think that you would probably want to make up probably a different story for different people, but you know, they kind of glossed over that pretty quick, so I'm gonna just let that one slide for now. But one thing that I did talk about at a little bit more length was how they do talk about, you know, the purging of the memories in the Dolor, and how that you know, will cure or reverse the process of psyche corrosion and get you out of the Dolor if you purge the memories. And I'll try to remember to go ahead and put a little link to where I was talking about that in the last video here, if you are interested in refreshing about what I said in that, or if you didn't get that video. So I was kind of hypothesizing about some of the other stuff that had been said, specifically by Black Iris, about how he could not purge memories indefinitely, how those memories would return for sure, whether that would be weeks or months later, and what the ramifications of those memories returning would be. And you know, once again, my hypotheses will be in the video there. You know, whether or not the process of the Mnemonicide treatment just makes you immune to the Dolor setting in, or what, or just gives you another chance to resist the Dolor. But one of the viewers, put in a theory and just said that if you are purged of these memories and cured of the psyche corrosion, that you then have a chance to move forward with your life and I guess kind of hit the reset button, more or less. And that when these memories do come back, you have a chance to experience, and then what the title of the visual novel, you have a chance to experience true remembrance, remember them, and accept them, and move on with them. So I guess have more of a wholesome, what we would consider now, probably, once again, I don't claim any psychiatric or psychological proficiency or know-how, but probably what we would consider a positive psychological reaction to bad memories in the past is to, accept them and, be able to move on from them. So, you know, that's the theory of that was submitted by a viewer, is that if you've cured the psyche corrosion that is related to those memories, and then you've, you know, established a positive life going forward, when those memories come back, you then are able to remember them in a true fashion. And I think that, you know, there's obviously got to be a purpose to this treatment. You know, if it's just some kind of a temporary fix, if it's just some stopgap, then this is going to be a very nihilistic story, I think. You know, there's just this mnemonicide treatment that is trying to delay the inevitable spiral downwards into oblivion, which I guess could be what the story is. I mean, I don't know. I've obviously I haven't read the story. If you've been following along in the series, that would be the alternative, is that they're just trying to delay people's suffering, which, you know, I mean, I suppose there's some merit to that as well. That would be the alternative to not necessarily that explanation, but to an explanation wherein they are actually cured after treatment. You know, so either that explanation or something else, you know, something about this treatment cures them. Because I still don't know exactly what the dolor is. The dolor is something, as I've stated in the past, the dolor is something above and beyond what we understand about bad memories. We have bad memories in our current real world. They have bad memories in their world. But the dolor attaches to their bad memories and then creates psyche corrosion, which causes the largest cause of death in their world to be suicide. Okay, so they've got something above and beyond to be that. And then they also have these people who are able to remove memories. So that's presumably some kind of supernatural ability, you know? So there's definitely some stuff going on here that we don't know. So I don't know if just something mystical about this process maybe it's kind of like a vaccine. You know, there's some, you're almost you get the dolor, and you know, the mnemonicide process removes the bad memories and essentially vaccinates you against the dolor. The dolor is more or less a supernatural disease, and you are supernaturally vaccinated against it. I don't freaking know. You know, I mean, I'm spitballing here. But anyway, let us proceed, because I'm very excited, because I think in this episode we may actually get to see the treatment. All right, so we read this one in the last one. So they had just eaten, and they, if you recall, they had talked about how they had become friends, but that Elia was going to forget. And Law was saying how, well, she's going to forget, but I'm going to remember. And I was pointing out, well, Law's only going to be remembering this for as long as she's here being treated, because of course she's going to forget her treatment as well, or at least that's the assumption, if she's being, if she's going to be purged of her memories. But once again, I guess presumably if both of their memories are going to return to them, then maybe they'll remember that they had been friends eventually. But I digress. Let us proceed. Favorite books, recent movies, her dog, who is very dumb, but very cute. Her love. Oh wow, she's in love, all right. Just look at her. The way she talks about him, the way she blushes, the way she smiles. So shy. Even I can tell. We talk late into the night, but now I'm getting sleepy. It's time for bed. After all, Elia has a full day tomorrow. Can't be holding her up. Oh, Elia, want to go to sleep now? Let's go. The bedroom's upstairs. We pass Black Iris in the living room. He puts down his book. I can feel his eyes on me. But I just go upstairs before he can say anything to me. We stop at the door to my room. Elia looks hesitant. This is your room, isn't it? Oh, I couldn't. Well, see, I figured if you took this one, I could try out another room for once, unless you object. Oh, no, I have no objection at all, sweetie. Just, are you sure this is fine with you? Of course, nothing would make me happier. Then I'm honored and I accept. Thank you so much. Elia walks in and puts down her luggage, just as I'd hoped. I'm so relieved. Oh, Elia, my bad. There's something I have to do. It'll just take a second, I swear, okay? Would you mind if I asked exactly what you'll be doing? In response, I sweep right past her. I walk to the bed by the window, I unlock a drawer, and I bring out a 3-ring binder. Got to write a little something. Mind if we keep the light on until I'm done? You'd think she could take her binder and write it somewhere else. I mean, unless she's really OCD and just has to write it in that room. Oh, please go right ahead. So you keep a diary? Something like that, just recording what happened today. And I suppose absolutely no peeking, right? Yeah, thanks for asking. But please don't look. I won't, I swear. But still, tell me. I know she's probably gonna not ask, but it's like just reading that far, it's like, but tell me what you're writing there. It's what I would like to imagine she's about to say, but I'm sure she's not. You record what you remember in that binder, right? And yet those things will be gone by the time you leave. How exactly do you reconcile the two? Maybe this way you forget the words. You forget the feelings. You forget yourself. That's all I've got. So even when you look back, those words are other words. Those feelings are other feelings. That self is another self. But that's so lonely. Elia murmurs, one word at a time, barely. As for me, I'm happy that she thinks that way. Of me. Done writing for the night, I lock my binder back up in its place. I turn to see what Elia's doing. She's sitting in bed, undoing her long, luxurious braids. Oh wow, you've got your hair done up so pretty. Wouldn't she have already had her hair done up if she's currently anyway, I digress. You think so? Hey, I have an idea. I'll braid your hair for you, sweetheart. That would be fun. What do you say? Okay, I'm not never mind. Okay. But wait. We're going to sleep soon, bedhead. Your work will be wasted. Oh, I suppose that's one way of looking at it, but come on, think about it. Why not do it? You'll look cuter, I swear. It doesn't matter whether that's for 1 second or for 1 century, the way I see it. I wonder. I don't. Come on, sweetie, sit here with me. I do just that. What other choice do I have, really? She strokes my hair, caresses it, starts braiding it with so much warmth. It's so nice, it tickles. Deep down inside it hurts. Hard to sit still, even though it feels so good. I confess, it does feel a little strange to be narrating a scene of getting my hair or getting the hair braided of someone, but it's a little interesting. But anyway, I will continue here. I will persevere. Don't move now, okay? Let's see. I was thinking maybe a red ribbon at first. But that just won't do now, will it? No? A blue one? That's the color for you, right? Oh, wow. You're so good at this. Aha! That's because I've been doing this for years. I did my little sister's hair for years, see? She never did learn how to do it for herself. Wait, you have a sister? Yes, I did. Elia freezes up. I guess that was a no-no. Shouldn't have gone there. She said as much earlier. She wants to forget her family, and that means she wants to forget her sister too. Law, would you mind if I asked you something personal? Oh, darling, you're so kind and sweet and gentle. So why do you talk like that? Huh? My speech? There a problem with it? Oh, no problem at all. It's just a little unusual, that's all. Oops, never thought about it. Unusual? I think she means totally weird. Great. Pops used to talk this way. That's why. I think. Pops? Your father, in other words? Wrong. Pops raised me, but he wasn't my father. Oh, okay. Wow. That's interesting. I thought Pops was her father. I'm going to write that down. Pops not Law's father. Good to know. Oh, I see. I can tell. You must have loved him so much. I did. Still do. So much. That's right. It hurts to even remember him. Even now. Pops loved me. He gave me all he had. Did I love him back just as much? Did I repay him for all he gave me? Really? I don't think so. I mean, gee whiz. I think that the vast majority of people who have very solid parent figures in their lives and will be indebted to them for forever. I mean, I think that is something that is that just, I mean, I don't think I have to go on too much about that. So yeah, I can't remember if it has said how old Law is. But I mean, I think that that's something that is reasonable for her to struggle with. It's something that someone can have problems with if they are, I don't necessarily know if you the more you age, the more you are okay with it, I guess. But yeah. I don't want to dwell on that too long, but I mean, gee whiz, yeah. A strong parent figure is someone that I think you're gonna be indebted to for your entire life, and I think that that's something that is pretty universal. Pretty universal. But anyway, I'll go on here. So I hope that one of the causes of her dolor is not guilt about feeling that she owes Pops something, even though Pops is no more. That would be sad. But anyway, let us continue. And there we go. All done. She finishes by working ribbons into my new braids. It's beautifully done. I can feel it. She hands me a mirror. No need. I already know. But I look anyway, and I see another self staring back at me. Yes, very cute indeed. I'm embarrassed. So embarrassed that half of me wants to undo these braids right now. But the other half of me knows that's impossible. Ilya did such a wonderful job, I have no choice. Ilya? Thank you so much. I'm going to bed now. See you tomorrow. Good night. Sleep tight. Rest well, my dear. I try to conceal the fact that I'm blushing. I fail. She pretends not to see and smiles. And smiles. And smiles. I close the door behind me. I cross the hall. There's an empty room. I'll sleep here tonight. Just on the floor. There are a couple of fresh blankets. I brought them here earlier in preparation. I sit. I cover myself with them. Be warmer this way. Not by much. Every little bit helps. Cold in here. Too cold to sleep, so I start thinking about Ilya instead. How she learned cooking as a kid. How her little sister couldn't do her hair by herself. How she wants to forget her own family. Dark, eyes closed, body still, mind racing. Can't tell where my body ends, where the dark begins. Floating in space unbounded. No. Stop it. Rule number 1, know that you are you. I repeat these words to myself, a mantra. That has no power. Because Pops isn't around to take care of me anymore. What's that? Someone at the door, knocking. Oh, that brings me back. I'm here. Probably Ilya. Maybe something happened to her. Better check. Okay, I'm coming. Black Iris? Don't know what I was expecting. It wasn't this. He just gives me a long stare, half surprised, half resigned. I know that look. I figured you'd pull something like this, but still, sorry. I should have checked up on you much earlier. You're pale, and you're shaking. You must be really cold, Come on downstairs. I'll get some hot cocoa going. I'll put the color back in your cheeks. Huh, he's right. I am shivering, my fingers and toes all stiff, all nerveless. But that's not because they're cold. I can feel it inside me. Black Iris? We'll talk more downstairs, I promise. Oh, and I also promise that we won't tell Irina a thing. Okay, good. I nod and follow him downstairs. The mug is piping hot, warms my hands right up. I can feel them again. I take a sip. It's sweet. I can feel it. I can feel it spreading inside me. Black Iris hasn't said a thing. Not ever since we came downstairs. He's waiting for me to make my move. Guess what? Now that I'm all warm, I'm starting to feel miserable all of a sudden. I'm so sorry, Black Iris. About what? About everything, silly. I've kept you up. I've forced you to do stuff. I've gotten you in trouble. I'm no help at all. Do you really need to make a girl say it? This sucks. He stares at me glacially for a second. Then he sighs. La, you know, it's commendable to treat others well. It really is. But if you go so overboard that you end up like this, you just end up hurting the very people you want to help. Right. So you should take care of yourself first. You shouldn't be ashamed to be a little more selfish. I got that a lot. From Pops. I remember how sad he looked whenever he said that. I could never understand why. All I could tell was that it hurt him. It just made me want to apologize to him over and over, and that hurt him even more. I know that now. I'm plenty selfish. Trust me. I smile, or I try. Black Iris, well, he just smiles back in his vague manner, and he shakes his head. Not a chance. You don't say. I do say. Oh, really? Then I guess I'll have to become even more selfish. Make all sorts of trouble for you. You want that? I try smiling again. This time it comes out and Black Iris follows suit. Okay, the blues are gone. For now. The stove's going. It's really warm in here. Black Iris always sleeps here, but I've never seen him do it with the stove going, which means this is so special. Also, I've never gotten to stay up this late. It's quiet. Too quiet. 8th Street is pretty calm, even at high noon. But now that it's midnight, the silence is deafening. Dark out, and cold too. But it's bright in here, and warm. So warm. I'm happy to be in this bright room, this warm room, drinking hot cocoa with Black Iris. Well, not quite. Remember, Black Iris doesn't like sweets, so he's drinking coffee instead. Black. Is he pulling an all-nighter or something? I wouldn't be able to sleep after that. Oh, La, I've been meaning to ask about this ever since you came down. What's up with that? That? What does that mean? I have to ask again. He starts to say something, then he stops. He reaches out, brushes my hair gently, where the ribbons are. Eek! That? What's up with that? Black Iris strokes my hair again, feels so weird, makes me want to retreat into myself. Not unpleasant, still ticklish, so he found a new way to torture me. Oh, Elia did my hair for me. You like? I like. Very cute, very cute. But he sounds like the cat who ate the canary. Should I be happy? Should I be mad? I'm so confused. And he just starts laughing. So he was teasing me. Off to bed with you now, otherwise you'll be in no condition to send Elia off tomorrow. And that won't do, will it now? Okay. The sofa's all ready for you. You're taking it. No ifs, ands, or buts, okay? Okay. I've already made so much trouble for him. I'm in no position to argue, but if I take the sofa, where's Black Iris going to sleep? I'll be sleeping over there. He points at the kitchen table, so he'll be sleeping in a chair, bad for posture or something. I lie on the sofa, comfy, tucked in, buried in blankets. Black Iris puts out the fire as he leaves the room. And my mind starts racing again. What is wrong with me today? Only kids are afraid of the dark, right? I wonder, is Black Iris still here with me? Black Iris? His answer comes from a long way away. Well, in the kitchen. What is it? Ilya says... Yeah, that bugs me. Ilya thinks I talk funny. I should ask Black Iris too. But how? And what exactly am I going to say? Well, now what? Never mind. No, finish your thought. It's nothing, I swear. Sorry about that. Let's just go to sleep. I'm going to ramble on this way with bad thoughts. Better just end it. How long have I been asleep? I'm hearing things, weird things. I open my eyes. Now, I confess that at the end of the last video, I kind of thought that they were like, okay, well, we're going to bed. And, since I'm doing this blind, I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I thought they were going to bed. I didn't know that they were that I was going to have like 20 minutes of stuff to read and then they were going to bed, or that they were going to be asleep 20 minutes later. So, that's one of the pitfalls of just doing this, recording this as you go. Oh, open my eyes. And what does she see? I prick up my ears. These sounds. Whoa! Oh, shoot. Okay, hang on a second. Now last time we were able to... Okay, hang on a second. First of all, let's go ahead and save the game so we can come back here if we need to. And in the last video, I was able to somehow... Whoa, there we are. Whoa. Okay, hang on a second. I'm hearing things, weird things. I open my eyes, I prick up my ears. These sounds, they're coming from the front door. And now, up the stairs. This is scary, I can feel it. I'm bunching up the blankets, I can't help it. Somebody's breaking in and entering. The sounds track up the stairs, and then they disappear. I jump out of the sofa. Sure, I was scared before, but now it's gone. I'm more worried about upstairs. I think that's where we are now. I'm more worried about upstairs. Okay, so at least now we have a methodology for getting back and forth. It's actually the mouse wheel, so I am able to, whenever it does pull a skip on us like that, we can go back and forth. So that's nice. So, someone's moving. Because Ilya is up there, and I don't care who the intruder is, he's not going to lay a finger on her. I won't let him. So I throw off the blanket and start running towards the stairs. Then something grabs me, holds me tight, traps me. Ah, mph! I scream without thinking. A hand comes out of nowhere, clamps my mouth shut. I'm frozen in terror. Is this the end? La, quiet now. He whispers, close to my ears. All my strength leaves me right then. I feel dizzy. My knees are weak, like I'm going to flop on the floor. That passes. Now I'm annoyed, very annoyed. Why did he have to scare me like that and gag me? Yes. Oh, right. Sorry. He lets me go. Finally, I take a deep breath. I turn to him, but his eyes are elsewhere. He's looking out the window intently. What could it be? Curtains are still drawn. No, wait. There's something red. Red light. Why is that? Or why that's, excuse me. A fire. The house. Is it on fire? Gotta put it out. Wait, Ely is still upstairs. Black Iris. Someone went upstairs. I heard. Law, get a grip on yourself. Black Iris whispers he's calm, too calm. So calm it's maddening. And he's motioning for me to be quiet, but how? How does he expect me to do that? But I heard something just now. There's someone upstairs. Someone bad. We have to get Elia out of there. She'll be fine. But... Black Iris stares at me for a second, then he turns and looks out the window once more. It's snowing. The fire begins to die as we watch. I'm sure it's nothing. Come, let's go back to sleep now. Nothing? That's impossible. So you say Elia's in no danger? Fine, I'll believe you. But there's still that fire. Got to put it out. Black Iris sighs wearily, and finally he nods. Out the back door, into a world of snow, colder than I thought. Snow's fierce, winds even more fierce. Ah, here's the blaze, or where it was. Only thin smoke and silent ash now. The thick strewn snow has seen to that. So I have to assume that this is a dream, but I've been wrong before. Wait, let's get closer. There's something else, something pretty and colorful. Scraps of pastel-colored papers, neat handwriting just starting to burn. My arms and legs move by themselves. Now I'm at the burn site, scooping up snow, frantic, quenching what fire remains. I comb through the sludge, even more frantic, but it's too late, just blackened scraps, nothing more. I can hear Black Iris behind me, telling me to go back inside, telling me to go back to bed. But I can't do that, because there's something here, something I have to do. I gather up the burnt paper, every scrap. I cradle them, close to me, and finally I stand. So many envelopes, so many pretty colors, each one a letter from a pen pal named Yesterday. Huh. Okay, hang on a second. I'm going to write that down. Letters, pen pal, named Yesterday. I'm imagining that has some significance. If you take this gate and just keep going straight, you'll be able to leave this town. It's morning now. Black Iris has finished with Elia, and now we've brought her to the 8th Street gate. All those who have undergone the Mnemonicide Protocol to completion leave the town from here. Oh man. Dang it. I was kind of wondering, and I had actually meant to mention it at the beginning of this video, and I did not. I was kind of wondering, since we had changed to Law as narrator, that we may not see the actual mnemonicide treatment. And we didn't. Evidently, we saw a dream of hers while it was going on, and I'm wondering, I'm wondering if, since there was some, I'm wondering if since she had that weird dream, it's possible, in fact, probable, that Elia was sleeping, and I'm guessing that Black Iris was doing his thing while she was sleeping, you know, going in there and purging memories and whatnot. Maybe. I don't know. You know, maybe the energies that are emitted by that created some kind of, triggered some kind of weird dream for her. So we get this interesting, we have a pen pal that wrote a bunch of letters to her that she has some significance for, letters that were burning that she was trying to save. So I'm going to try to write a little bit more about that down here. So Law was trying to save these letters. I mean, at least that's how I'm seeing that. She was trying to save these letters from this pen pal named Yesterday. So it's almost like, I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely not someone who can interpret things. I mean, very well. Like things generally have to be spelled out very plainly for me. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, as the saying would go. So, things generally have to be pretty darn plain before I would see them. But, maybe a general speculation is that, maybe she's not ready to get rid of her memories, between that dream and the notebook that she's keeping. Elia's like, why are you writing these memories down if you're wanting to get rid of them? That, and I mean, it seems pretty plain. There's a pen pal named Yesterday meaning, a pretty good word for the past. Yesterday not a much better way to say the past. And then she's trying to save these things. So it seems like Law is just really attached to these memories. And maybe that's why, she's one of these guests that needs to be here a lot longer. Or maybe we are to be led to believe that, or maybe they're planting some seeds that maybe she really doesn't need to be purged of these memories. Maybe she just needs to come to accept them without having them purged or something. I don't know. If the theory posed at the beginning of this video is to be correct, maybe she just needs to come to like the true remembrance state without actually having been purged of them. I don't know. So that's interesting because we do have those two pretty strong clues that she's pretty darn attached to her past and does not want it obliterated. So that's pretty interesting. But I am sad that we didn't actually get to witness the Mnemonicide Protocol, or the Mnemonicide. I keep calling it Mnemonicide Protocol. I don't know if that's actually. Oh no, never mind. Mnemonicide Protocol. It's up there on the screen right now. So that is what we've got going on. I'm using the correct I don't know if they're ever going to show us that, but I was really curious, and I was really hopeful that they were going to show us that. But they may just leave that as just some concept, and, you know, we just kind of accept that he can obliterate memories and we don't ever get to actually see it in action. But I'm really curious to see it, and hopefully we do get to see it at some point. I'm beginning to imagine at this point that either we won't get to see it, or if we ever do get to see it, then it will be the climactic moment where he goes in to Law's memories and attacks those. That's what I'm hypothesizing at this point. But, you know, once again, I've been wrong many times. Many times. But I digress. I digress at this point. Which I should probably learn to do much more often. Much more often. Anyway, all of that stuff being said, if you like this video, then remember to hit that like button. And if you liked it a lot and you want to see the rest of this visual novel or anything else that I may be playing on this channel and you're not currently subscribed, then go ahead and subscribe as well if you are so inclined. But regardless, as always, thanks so much for watching, and we are going to be picking up right here next time.